Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sports Breakdown and Sport Beat once again. So today, day three, I think positive signs for India today. I think they gave a good comeback, especially Ajinkya Rahane and Shardul Thakur, that partnership. And India were bowled out 296, but in the bowlers, I mean, Jadeja responded really well, picking up 2 wickets. And Australia slightly in trouble right now. Never know though. Labuschagne is still in the crease, but we have three panelists over here, analysts to analyze day three of this match. So we have Rahul all the way from USA, being an Indian cricket fan, joining us. We have Ayush all the way from UK, being an India cricket fan, joining us, and we have Kunal joining us from India itself. All right,
And
let's.
Kunal is a Kunal Delhi Capitals fan. Add that.
All right. This is not IPL. This is WTC Finals. Okay. Anyways, let's start. Guys, let's discuss about the first innings of India. First of all, I mean, India, I think were um, I think yesterday I can't remember the score they were, but I think they were 5 wickets.
151 for 5 was
Yeah,
the
150.
overnight score.
Yes, 151 for 5. But coming to Rahul, I think good response. I think especially Rahane and Shardul Thakur, that partnership was really key. I think they survived the first session, only losing 1 wicket. I know Scott Boland got KS Bharat out early in the first over itself, but I mean, great
Second
comeback.
ball, that too. Yeah.
But still, lot of drop catches also. Thakur, I don't know the way that he survived and fought like a warrior. I don't know 6 times or 7 times he got hurt. I mean, in his shoulder by elbow with the way that Cummins and Boland were bowling. But your thoughts, Rahul, especially this partnership?
Yeah, the partnership was very good. In fact, if you recall yesterday, I was saying I'd be happy if India reaches 230 for 6. At lunch, we reached 260 for 6, even better. So, and the partnership between Rahane and Shardul Thakur was very good. At lunch, I kind of thought India, they might go on further, get India past 300, which I was expecting, but a very good partnership. They helped us recover. I mean, this innings is kind of symbolic of how the post-COVID times have gone for India and Test cricket. Top order failing and lower order bailing us out in the end. Not bailing us out in this case, but doing limiting the damage. Let's say, but they got a very good partnership. They scored at a very good rate also, and
Yeah.
they didn't take many risks, undue risks either. They're playing solid cricketing shots, both Rahane and Shardul Thakur.
Mm.
Shardul Thakur has shown that he can hold the bat, and I think he has justified his selection in this team. Many people have raised question marks over that, but he has justified his place in the team, in my opinion.
Agree. Let's come to Ayush. Your thoughts, especially Rahane, the way that he fought. I mean, he got lucky on 17. I think that was a no ball from Cummins and he survived that. But after that, I mean, Rahane was invincible and the way that he played those shots and all, I think very aggressive knock. I know, I mean, it took a few balls for him to start, but he somehow got along. And then Thakur fought like a warrior today. So, your thoughts, Ayush, on India's, on both these batters today?
Yeah, I think see again. I think Rahane started well in the middle when he got hit yesterday. That is when he got a bit slow. But see again, you would say no ball everything, but again that is part of the game. If it wasn't for all this, then Marnus Labuschagne would never have been a good batter only. If you see the number of times he gets dropped in every game, chances he gets, he's the luckiest cricketer, Marnus Labuschagne. So you have to capitalize Rahane. See, technically there has never been a problem with Rahane. It
Okay.
was just that tremendous pressure was being built on him, and again some technical issues like he was going to cross the line. Now the problem is not a problem. What has bettered is that Rahane's mind is cleared now. So
Mm.
before this, when Rahane was playing for India, he was under pressure because he felt every match is his last match.
Yes.
Now he has security because he's transformed himself as a T20 player. So he knows that even if Test cricket doesn't happen for him, he has his T20 format and he will still flourish for 3 4 years. And now, and see, this WTC final is an added opportunity for him out of the blue. We were not expecting him to. So that has freed up his mind, and the shots playing is amazing. The
Mm.
drive he's playing, he's being very convincing with the shots. If you see, He's playing straight down the line, so even if he's missing, he's not getting the edge. He's covering the line of the ball. The way he was spin, he always plays very well. He got out also. He did get out. I mean, he got out. I think two times. Two times
Mm.
he got out in a way.
Yes, yes.
But the way he got out at the end, it was also a bit freaky. I mean, Cameron Green, that guy, he's made in a lab. How can you have such a cricketer? Bowls 140 plus, bats is 6'7", catches. I mean, brilliant cricketer. What a cricketer he is. So
Mm.
that is that. So yeah, top knock by Ajinkya Rahane. Would have loved to see him get a century. But yeah, and Shardul Thakur did not do anything for KKR, but brilliantly played. Again, gutsy knock by Shardul Thakur.
Mm.
Was ready to take the body blows, and he did show that although this pitch has uneven bounce, if you wait for the bad balls, it has a very fast outfield, and this you can hit through the line. So
Mm.
yeah, so I wouldn't say I would have loved if their lead would have been between 120 to 150, but it was a decent comeback from the batsman.
Yep. And Shardul Thakur most consecutive 50 plus scores as a visiting batter at the over. Shardul Thakur 3, Don Bradman 3. So
Wow,
that
wow.
shows
And also
how
even border also.
what a player has Shardul Thakur been at the over.
Mhm.
I mean,
And
incredible.
still BC
Yes.
left.
Yes, but KKR also couldn't utilize him. Okay, anyways, let's not talk about IPL. Okay, let's come to Konal and let's talk about the Australian perspective because they dropped a lot of catches today, especially at slip. I know, I think one or two catches were tough, definitely. But the Cameron Green catch drop, I mean, it happens, but I think that was costly, especially when Thakur was at, I think, 7 or 9, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
7 or 9 runs.
eight he was.
And one no
Yes,
ball also from Pat Cummins. That
Two
was
no
very
yeah,
balls.
costly.
Two no balls.
two no balls, yeah. Your thoughts
And
on, I mean, catching efficiency
and
wasn't
that
that
was a
great.
wicket, proper wicket because getting the wicket LBW in that
By
ball
the way,
very
even
good.
in catching efficiency, Sri Lanka is at the bottom.
No, no, no. We have 74%,
You
Australia
are
75.
second
Only
last. You are
Bangladesh has
second
worse.
last. You are second last. That is
Yes.
bottom only, na.
Okay, okay. Anyways, let's come back to topic. Yeah, anyways, Kunal, your thoughts on the drop catches by Australia? I mean, day two, they were brilliant, especially Smith, the way that he caught and certain catches. But day three, I think they were a bit floppy. I mean, especially sloppy in the field a bit, especially in the morning session.
Yeah, definitely. I think Australia were a bit nervous. I think especially Cummins how he gave the no ball on that ball that was clearly out. But
Hmm.
anyways, that is good for India, and I think now game is hanging in balance. It
Yeah.
can goes to any other way, but I am expecting that India will restrict him before 400 lead around 380 to 370, not more
Hmm.
than that. But if we cross the 400 runs lead, then it will be quite impossible because the way our top order is playing, I am not very convinced with Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill. In fact, I can say Kohli and Pujara also.
Wow.
Today, the way Ajinkya Rahane played, the way Shardul Thakur played, have give hope to Team India that we can fight back and take the trophy. But need to one backfire from either from Kohli, Pujara, or from Rohit. Otherwise, I think game will goes to Australia. As of now, game is in balance,
Hmm. I
according
agree.
to me.
Yes. Let's come to Rahul once again. Australian bowling, I think Boland was really good today. I know he was very unlucky at times. Pat Cummins, 6 no balls. I mean, today he wasn't that great, even though he picked up like the final 2 wickets. They could have got India out around 260, 270, but I mean, the no balls costed them and then everything. So, your thoughts about the Australian bowling, though? I mean, Stark, I think Indian batters targeted Stark really well, in my opinion. I think, anyways, I think Indian batters know, I mean, anyways, they are good facing against Stark. But your thoughts, Rahul, on the Australian bowlers?
Yeah, today actually, this was the first time in the game when I thought Australians didn't bowl very well. Yesterday they bowled very well and they got 5 wickets. Today they didn't bowl very well in the first session,
Yeah,
and the fielding was also sloppy, like you pointed out.
yeah,
Sloppy fielding. On top of that, Pat Cummins very sloppy. Uh,
no balls. Overstepping.
Dismissing Rahane off a no ball yesterday and
Hmm.
dismissing Sadul Thakur off a no ball today. Those two things have been a little bit costly for Australia. Had those not happened, then Australia might have had a bigger first innings lead than what they have right now. And
Yeah.
their lead might have already been at 350, 360. They might have, even with the 123 for four that they scored today, it would have felt like they ran away with the game.
Mm.
But
Yes.
we've ensured that they've not gotten away.
Agree, agree. All right, we'll get Prajol also coming in. So, Prajol, your thoughts? Let's go to the Australian innings, especially good start. I mean, the way that Siraj is bowling in the opening spell, getting worn out really early. Khwaja, as we know, he has a very bad record in England. I mean, his average is only 19. Really struggled in this Test match as well. But your thoughts, especially bowling wise of India, the way that they started, especially Siraj, the way that he started. Shami has been economical. Thakur also has been bowling well. So your thoughts? And then Jadeja at the end as well, picking up 2 wickets, crucial wickets as well.
Yeah, they started off really well, Siraj and Shami. And as the last things, they didn't leak too many runs. They were disciplined enough with the line and ends. And yeah, credits to them that they got the early breakthroughs. But yeah, as you can see, there were chances where they could have gotten more wickets, but Smith and Marnus, they capitalized the innings really well, and
Mm-hmm.
they had a very good partnership. So we could have restricted them like a below par score also.
Yeah.
But we'll make sure ki tomorrow when we come for the fourth day play, hope so ki the first hour we might pick as many as wickets as possible. So
Mm-hmm.
the target would be less, and it would be easier for us.
Yeah. Ayush, coming back to you, your thoughts, especially, I mean, getting both the openers early. I mean, that partnership between Labuschagne and Smith, yes, it troubled Indian bowlers a bit, but I think that Steve Smith's wicket, I think, was the key. And Jadeja, the way that he picked that wicket, I think, loose shot there from Smith. Didn't expect that.
Yeah,
He just gave the, yeah.
very, very uncharacteristic. I don't know what happened. He was playing so well out of the blue.
Mm,
Again, see, yeah, Khwaja was a bit of a surprise because I thought Khwaja, although Khwaja hasn't done well in England, but the form
yeah.
Khwaja is in,
Mm,
brilliant form. I thought he'll do well. Warner actually was a surprise in the first innings
mm,
because Warner in England has never been. So both caught out to very innocuous deliveries. Not that Khwaja was wide outside the off stump. So good wicket. But see, when Smith and Marnus come, I'm telling you, India have done a good job because you expect them to get some runs. Okay.
yeah.
So
Mm,
India have done a good job. Again, they stuck to a line, were a bit erratic. The only problem I'm seeing is between the bowlers of Australia and India is, first of all, the consistency of Aussie bowlers is more, and secondly, the way Shami was bowling in the morning, he was just floating it up at times.
mm, yeah.
All the Aussie bowlers, see, Stark who floated it up got smacked, except that one ball to Kohli.
Mm,
All, if you see Cummins, if you see Boland, the two best bowlers, Green, they were getting it to rise of a length. And if you see especially what Cummins was doing, why was Shardul Thakur getting hit? Shardul Thakur was getting hit because Cummins was bowling a middle and leg line, and then the ball was pitching and then going out. So
mm,
Shardul Thakur was getting squared up.
yeah.
India was shaping away the ball from an off stump line, so you could easily leave that. You know,
Mm,
again, these are class players, so that's what I'm saying. Smith wicket is a lucky one. If Smith wouldn't have gotten out, there was zero chance he was getting out tomorrow.
mm,
We would have lost. We might still mostly lose, but we definitely would have lost. So
mm,
Smith's fitness was very, very important, and I feel openers. I wasn't expecting much from Warner. Labuschagne is okay. Head
yeah.
with spin is always this thing. So imagine if Ashwin was here. Imagine Ashwin's impact if
Yeah.
Ashwin.
And
Agree.
don't you think Smith and Head gave up the wickets in such a good batting pitch?
Who?
Smith and Head, they gave
Smith?
away the wickets.
100%. Head, I won't say so because see, with head, na, anyways he can't play spin. So with Head, he did not have an option. See, with players who are not able to play spin, they don't have a good defense. So they have to rely on attacking the ball. Okay, why do tailenders smack the ball? Because they know that they can't trust their defense. So
mm,
that's why Head is not a good player as well. If you remember, that is also why he was dropped in India. When Australia came to India, Head was dropped, and
Yeah.
this guy was Peter Hanscom. So and
mm,
Head, a lot of pressure was built on Head. Yeah, you might argue that he had hit a six that over. But Head's only way was to hit out or get out. That was fine. But Smith is the world's best batsman. He's probably the greatest test batsman to play the game after Don Bradman.
mm.
Even
Yes.
better than Spin, Ponting, all these guys. Okay.
Mm.
So him playing such a shot at that stage of the game, very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Maybe because he was attacking because Siraj was no, hitting them with bouncers from the other end, and Jadeja was creating pressure. So he thought, why not risk him for a six or something of that sort.
But that's like not
Another
typical of Smith.
Another reason I think maybe Smith did that was because at the other end, Labuschagne was not scoring very quickly. I know this is
Yeah.
not a test match; it's not a limited overs match, but at the same time, this is the final session of day three, and now there is a need to score runs quickly so that Australia can get to a big score and try to declare. And the way Labuschagne played, although he's still at the crease and he can accelerate tomorrow, the way Labuschagne played is too slow.
Yeah.
Given that
Okay.
Australia were supposed to get quick runs and try to set up a target for India.
Mm.
So Smith came under that pressure, in my opinion, too, and was trying to take it upon himself to score at a brisk pace to make up for Labuschagne at the other end.
Yep. I agree. I agree totally. But coming for day five, any other points to say? Okay. Any? I mean, for day four,
Yeah,
especially coming up.
tomorrow and day after tomorrow, rain is predicted. So
Mm,
how do you guys see
Rain is, there's not. I'm telling you, I'm in the UK now. I'm up north. Okay, north is the colder part. We have such bright sunshine. Central mein won't be much. So see
but
again.
there is a play also.
Right now, it is Australia 70. Okay, Australia 70,
India
draw.
third.
No, no, Australia 80, draw 15, India 5. Right now.
no, no, bro?
Yes, right now it
I
is
think it
Australia
is.
80,
Yeah,
but
right now, yeah, only 5% chance
five
for
percent
India
chance
to
is
win.
there.
Yeah.
But
Mm,
I'm telling you, because see, end of the day, right now you are saying 370, 380 wheel chase. Before Gaba and everything, above 200 wasn't chased on day
yep.
five in Test cricket. I
Yes.
mean, Rahul, you might be watching cricket, you would know how tough
Mm,
it is to chase in the fourth innings. But
Yes,
And
still,
absolutely.
this
bro,
team, specifically,
201 is the highest over here.
huh?
Two something 212 or something is the
No,
the
but
highest in the
no,
fourth
no, no. But
innings.
one thing is that if you see over the last couple of years, many of these
Uh-huh.
highest have been broken. See,
Yeah.
last year, 380 got chased down in Nottingham.
But
Mhm.
that is more attributed to England's style of play because
No,
all
no,
of those have been done by England.
no, but I'm saying it's getting now. It is being done.
Bro,
There is a way.
but
There is a way.
even the pitch
Gabba
won't
also,
support. No?
Gabba also we chased down. Correct. Gabba
yeah.
also we chased down.
Mm,
So you would say Rishabh Pant was there, but even Shubman Gill was there, who's still here. Okay. So I'm saying if you get them, you need to have a good opening burst. Okay.
mm,
Get Labuschagne and then you are done. Just stick to Labuschagne's off stump and have a leg slip and get him lofting the one on the legs to the mid wicket, which you the field you had to Steve Smith yesterday. I'm
mm,
telling you, if you get Marnus Labuschagne, they're gonna fall like a pack of cards. They're gonna fall like a pack of cards. And with if 350, so if you restrict them, you have bloody 110, 105 overs to bat. I don't think then India will lose because then India it's tough. this bowling. But I don't think that Rohit Sharma. At least I wouldn't think everybody of the top four won't fail. At least two to will play.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
No, but the pitch is also deteriorating and cracks are opening up. So it's not
Yeah,
that
yeah,
easy to bat along.
cracks are
Yeah,
opening up.
and
Cracks
many
opening up.
times Nathan Lloyd has come and troubled India
No, but I'm
towards the
saying
end of
Yeah,
a match on
no,
these kind of
not
no, but
pitches.
you see, in
Prime
that way,
example
it
being
can happen.
Adelaide
Anything
in
can happen.
2014.
No, that way anything can happen. First of all, Nathan, we have one left-hander, Jadeja. Okay, who is a good player of spin. He got out. It's
See,
fine. But Nathan Lyon troubles righties also. That is true.
yeah,
yeah,
but the spin is
it
only
is.
happening if you're bowling to left-handers. It's not like bouncing and no spinning
But
towards
no, but
right
I'll tell
hand.
you the thing is Nathan Lyon is that sort of a bowler who will extract bounce on it because he's a top spin bowler. I shouldn't say over
Uh-huh.
spin bowler. Okay, he's a top spin bowler. He bowls the seam upright.
Mm.
So Nathan Lyon gets that is a he's a class bowler here. He will get righties also, lefties also. That is not a problem. Like Ashwin also get righties, lefties. But
Yeah.
you have to counter that, and one main threat was Scotty Boland. And I don't think
Yes.
India have played Scott Boland, but they haven't played him in such conditions. Nah, they played them in Ahmedabad. So
Mm.
I'm pretty sure they would have. See, if you look at the bowlers, okay, Stark is not that much of a threat. One ball, wo gir gaya, that happened to Kohli. Scotty Boland is a big threat.
Yep.
You can counter a bit because if you have patience with him, yeah, Cummins is a major threat. Major threat. No matter what you do, he will bowl a glory ball.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
Green and all
and
these guys are
he's
erratic.
done well against India in the past.
Yeah,
Yes.
obviously.
Top innings. Yeah.
Green is again a bit erratic. Green again is a bit erratic.
Mm.
So
Lion is the biggest threat, I think, though, in the fourth innings.
Lion is a big threat. I'll say Lion and Cummins. Lion and Cummins are the biggest threat because Cummins gets it to move across so well. So
Yeah.
you have to back your technique. I'm sure Gill and Pujara won't get out in that fashion every time. Okay.
Mm.
Rohit Sharma, again, see, every batsman has looked good. Whoever has played for India has looked good. They got out. It's not that they were struggling like Thakur did or Labuschagne did. They looked good. So even
Yeah.
if two batsmen get 70, 80s also, and others contribute and the lower order contributes like it has now, then you are getting the score. And if you cross, if so, imagine you are chasing 360. If you are even 170, 180 for three wickets, now they will start panicking like mad. They will start panicking like mad. And
Mm.
because this team has done it in Gaba, that will play a huge role because the belief is there and they have done it against the same opposition.
Mm.
Conditions were different, but those scars and all that they will be there and the pressure will be there. It's just knowing your off stump is knowing where your off stump is, and then just backing, just waiting for the bad like what Rahane did. Just waiting for the bad ball and playing your because this is a ground where you can hit through the line and a very fast outfield.
Mm.
So tomorrow it's a big thing. I mean, Marnus, if you get Marnus out within the first 10 15 minutes, it's game on, game on.
Mm. Alex Carey also could contribute with the runs, so I think he's another.
Contribute, even you can go and contribute. But I'm saying it is about the pedigree of a player. Alex Carey is a good player, yeah. He's a good player of spin, everything. But again, you don't expect him to sort of take the game away from you. Right.
Yeah. Mm.
Green is there, but Green also is very front foot committed. So if a ball bounces up, and he also throws his hands at the balls. Carry also same. Star Cummins are decent bat, but you can get them through. So I'm very
Mm.
optimistic about tomorrow. I mean, chances are less, but let's see. At least let's get the game to a. At least want the game to go to day five when even if 2% chance, but there are results possible all three.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Agree. Rahul, what do you think? How do you see things happening tomorrow? Especially, do you think like they should bring in a spinner and a pacer both on at both ends, like in the first spell itself, like the first hour, like especially Jadeja,
Mm,
because I mean he's the one who's now picking up wickets and could be a threat. I mean, especially for Labuschagne tomorrow, especially if Jadeja can pick up him out within the first hour, that would be
Yeah,
very
I
good.
think that is a pretty good plan. I mean, I think Jadeja would have a good chance matching up against Marnus Labuschagne. So that could get him out early. But having said that, I think it's going to be tough to restrict Australia within a 350 or 360 run lead, because we have to remember that apart from Carey and Green, Cummins and Mitchell Stark, they can also score a few quick runs if needed. They can are capable of doing that.
Yeah.
So we can't write them off either. And historically, Australia tail has wagged at times. They have done that before. At times we have struggled in trying to finish the tail, so we can't take that out of consideration either. I think Australia will probably cross a lead of around 400. Maybe they will get to a 420, 430 run lead. I think that's where they will go. Having said that, let's say they do get a 350 or 360 run lead. There is really no guarantee that India will chase it down. I mean, the top order has to really step up, and that's going to be difficult. It's hard to turn around fortunes. I mean, within one innings in the same match, it's going to
Mm.
be tough to do that. So India still has a very uphill
Yeah,
task in this
that is
match.
that is the
Uh,
100%. Very uphill
It
task.
is.
yeah,
Very uphill task, but not impossible.
Yeah.
yeah.
Once
I won't say
if
it's impossible, but I would say it's a very. I'm going to be say it's a maybe 10% chance of
no,
India
I'm thinking
winning.
5%. But
Perhaps.
you don't know what one thing. See, once if they cross the total 400, nah, then your chance of victory are gone because 400 is such a barrier, mental
Yeah.
barrier that you won't even go for victory. And if you don't go for victory, then your chance of losing also increases because you get very tentative in your shot making. So
Mm.
I
Yes.
don't know. I mean,
Yeah, that is true. Actually, if Australia does get to a lead of 400, even if they do that, India might still have the time to chase 400. But the problem is, will we last long enough
yeah.
to get meet that target? That is a
But
big
whatever said
question
and
mark.
done, India have done a, I mean, done a good comeback here. A decent,
Yeah.
decent comeback. I mean, it's
Mm.
fine even if we share the trophy. At least we get to lay a hand on the trophy. So
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, of
I think, but
course. I think the mentality, I'm not sure whether Rohit Sharma is the type of captaincy who will tell the team, let's chase down whatever Australia sets us.
yeah,
Virat Kohli
he will,
definitely
he
would
will, he will,
as a
he will.
captain.
Rohit Sharma, yeah, that's a misconception you have. He's a very attacking. He won't say it like that. The direction will be that only. Okay. But he will just say take it session by session.
yeah.
Because if you
Mm.
look at it,
Yeah. I mean, every team will have to do that, in my opinion. But I think when India comes to bat tomorrow, I think regardless of what the target is, whether it's 350 or 450, we have to ensure that maybe we lose only one or two wickets by stumps and go into day five almost starting afresh. I think that's the way the approach has to be. We shouldn't try to score as many as possible from the target on day four itself. Take
Yeah.
the game into day five, and whatever the target is, take it from there.
Agree.
That'll be a better approach. Go into day five with as many wickets in hand as possible. I think that has to be the
Yeah.
approach
Mm.
from India. From Australia side, I think they'll probably try to get maybe a 450 run
yeah,
lead,
they will
and
get they will,
by tea time get a at least
see,
450
what
run
they
lead by tea time, and
basically
then try to
what they
declare or
basically would
something
want to do
before that.
is get you get a lead of uh, as you said around 450 and put you
Yeah.
into bat an hour before tea.
Mm.
And if they bat well, then maybe even before that. So let's see. It's gonna be a very interesting day tomorrow. Very.
But I think India should bowl out Australia like maybe like day
Also,
four session to like
I did not know that.
Yes,
Pawan. Thank you for
absolutely.
telling me.
No, there's no question about that, Pawan. We definitely have to. We shouldn't wait for Australia to do a declaration or something. We shouldn't be
yeah,
waiting
I said like
that.
at
We have
least by
to.
day four session to like I mean
I
first
think,
I would say like
in fact, India should
second
actually think a little bit big. If you aim to aim should be try to bowl Australia out by lunch, get one
Yes,
or two
yes.
early
That should be
wickets,
the
put them
aim.
under pressure, then finish off their tail, try to get them out by
And
lunch. If you
remember,
aim to do that, maybe
remember,
you'll
Shami.
go, maybe they'll go a little bit beyond lunch. They'll go a little bit beyond lunch if you aim to bowl them out by lunch. So
Yeah.
that has to be
But you
the
know what? And
strategy from
now
India.
that you tell me, one thing is there today. The way the ball was gripping, imagine Nathan Lyon, man.
Mm.
He will make a havoc. Even to right-handers, he's pretty good. Pujara to is his bunny only. Pujara plays him well, also gets out also. So yeah, I mean
Mm.
that's
Same with
fine. Let's
Kohli,
be
but
hopeful.
yeah,
Kohli
Let's be
also with
hopeful.
Lyon.
India has done it before in the past. The pitch is not
Mm.
a minefield. Okay, it is not a minefield. Steve Smith is out. Biggest advantage. Okay,
Yeah.
because Labuschagne will also give you chances. Green will give you chances. Smith doesn't give you chances. So
Mm.
Smith is out.
Agree.
We should be hopeful. 350, 360. Get them lunch till lunch or maybe post lunch, and then you have 5 sessions to get those runs. It is going to be. Or see, you have to see that if India gets these Aussies out, the momentum will be with them because they will feel that, oh, we have made such a comeback, and the Aussies will be very disappointed. Okay.
Mm.
And Aussies have bowled today, so they also have tired legs. Okay. So
Yep.
I'm saying that
Mm.
I see tomorrow Head is gone, Smith is gone, the two main players of the first team is gone. Cam Green, good player, but I expect Jadeja or somebody to get him. Marnus, Siraj, and Shami. Remember, Shami is a second innings bowler, so Shami's second innings is still pending, and with the old ball, dry pitch, it went reverse also later on. So, what is
Mm.
going to be a good match? I hope so. I mean,
yeah.
like,
Actually, in this whole team, now that you mention, I think Carey and Green, although they are good players, they're also, I think, the most
yeah,
inexperienced players
they're
in
in a
this team. So we
team.
can
This
definitely
time it is.
capital
I
pounce
think
on
I think
that.
for both of
Yeah.
them, it is their first match in England. Their first match in England for
Mm.
both of them.
Yes, yes, it is their first match in
First match in
England.
England. So
Yeah.
and again, Green is coming from playing the IPL also, na? So if you see
Mm.
Yes,
today he was a bit okay, but in the first innings he threw his hands at a ball out of the sixth stump.
Yeah.
So and Carey also is not that. See again, we might be talking now. We will see that they will smash us, give us a target of 470, and then it's all over. But tomorrow, first hour, it is important every day in any test match cricket, but especially tomorrow, the first hour of bowling is going to be just you have to grab onto it. You have to grab onto it, and it is you have to make a match out of it. Siraj, Shami, they are such good bowlers. Conditions will be there in the morning. Hour and a half. Shami, Siraj, they are regarded as one of the best in the world. Seam bowlers, especially both of them, seam bowlers, especially Shami, gets it to move off the deck. You know, and even I'll say even Umesh also, yeah. Umesh, you've been around for so long, yeah. Umesh, when did Umesh has debuted in 2010 or 11, so he's been there for close to 11, 12 years now. Such a good bowler gets so much bounce off the track, and Marnus also has a habit of throwing his hands. So it's going to be important. The first hour, oh my god. First hour, if they don't lose a wicket, then you are gone. Then they won't, because then it'll get easier. Shoulders will drop. It's become very tough. 2 wickets needed first hour.
yes, absolutely.
Host only went. I'm telling you, just Acha, he's there. Again he's gone.
Oh,
Again he's there. What is
Mr. Nair
happening?
here says highest target chased in over in 5 innings is 263.
That is the amount of target hit you. Okay, don't give all these stats. These stats have been broken many times over the past years. Be it Gaba, be it where did the match happen against India? India England match happened last year. Last
Edgbaston, no?
last year, Edgbaston.
Edgbaston.
Edgbaston. Yeah.
So this has happened so many times. So nowadays, all these these things are of the past.
Mm.
These stats are of the past. You have the batsmen who get quick runs as well, except Pujara and maybe Kohli. You have the batsmen who get quick. Bharat though was a free wicket, but yeah, Rohit Sharma.
It remains to be seen though in this Indian middle order, especially because if you're chasing this target, it's most likely gonna you're gonna pass through the middle order.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you will.
Definitely. So it remains to be seen who is that kind of a hitter or
Rahane,
aggressive
Rahane,
batsman in the middle order
110%
for
Rahane.
India.
Do you remember in Gaba? In Gaba, we all remember Gill, we all remember Pant. But do you remember the little cameo Rahane played of 20-30 runs?
Yeah, agree.
Yes, yes.
Rahane should be key because the way that he played in the IPL as well, with the strike rates that he got as well, I think like he's going to be key for India. And I think Rohit Sharma has to really perform. Rahul, I think that is really key to see. Rohit Sharma has to somehow perform and score at least like
He has to
60 or
give
70
a good
somehow.
start for sure. Yeah, he has to give a good start. If we get a decent start, then we'll definitely be on our way in the chase, and it'll be a match, especially if the target is 350 or 360 and we get a really good start, then I say we're really in with a chance to win, in my opinion. So start is very important, but at the same time, we have to try. Goal should be not to lose too many wickets before stumps tomorrow, regardless of what
Yes,
we
yes.
are chasing. We have to go into day five with as many wickets in
See,
hand as
imagine,
possible.
imagine you are chasing, let's say 370. Okay.
Mm.
So if you are chasing
Yeah,
370, then you will start batting maybe
by by
after
lunchtime
lunch,
maybe,
sometime after lunch.
after
Okay.
yeah, sometime after
So if you're
lunch.
batting sometime after lunch, you would have close to 60 overs to bat.
60 overs, like two
हाँ,
sessions
60 overs you would
basically,
have.
pretty
अरे
much.
who has come यार?
Nair
India
has
will.
joined us. What do you have to say, Nair?
अरे wait. Don't listen to him. He will say Australia will score 800, India will score 801. Okay, and then he will come. And so in 60 overs, if you even play
He don't
in,
joke, man, Ayush.
you are a joke only. In 60 overs, even if you get 58 overs, 55 overs get bowled.
Mm.
Imagine.
Yeah, if we scored like, let's say the
You get
minimum two and a half
around,
runs and
you get
over, like
around,
that, you can get 150 for
yes,
two,
you get
maybe like
one,
that.
you are 160 for three, chalo. Three,
Mm.
as a three.
Yeah.
Then you would need around 210 with seven
With
wickets
seven
in
wickets
hand
left.
last
So
day. It is very doable.
Yeah. Mm. Mm.
But yeah, if you lose more than three, then you are in a spot of bother.
Mm. Yeah, that's why I think Kohli and Pujara need to be
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah. You
careful,
have to
especially
step
against
up,
the
and at
Lions.
least not much. At least out of the top four, at least two step up. Two.
Mm. Yes. They should somehow put a solid
yeah.
opening partnership as well. Not like
Yes.
last time. I mean, getting.
Two step up.
Actually, I have to say in the first innings, the start looked a bit promising. I
Yeah.
mean, when Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill were getting boundaries regularly in the
Start,
first four or
start
five
looked
overs, I thought
promising.
India was
What match
really.
are you? Start was the worst.
I don't think in the second innings they'll start with Stark though. They know that
Stark,
the
Stark
weakness.
is your biggest.
Yeah,
Stark is the biggest bank for India. He will give you runs like
Yeah, I
anything.
don't think they'll start with Stark though in the second innings, like what they did in the
No,
first
they will
innings.
start with Boland and Cummins.
Cummins.
Stark, the problem with Stark is he will bowl bad balls and then suddenly he will bowl the ball of the century.
Mm.
Cummins is like consistent. Boland is consistent.
Yeah.
I never know, yeah. I mean, after Hazelwood comes, I think Stark in Ashes might get dropped. Although he's left arm, but who knows?
Mm.
well, Stark against England is a different
Oh, are they?
proposition.
But
Thing
I'm saying
is,
maybe. See
uh,
again, all their bowlers won't play all the matches also. So they're going to be rotated. But let's see. It's going to be a very good Ashes also. By the way, huh? It's going to be an amazing Ashes.
yeah, absolutely. And Australia have got other pace options too now. They have Boland and Nesser as
Pawan,
well. I mean, Nasser is playing county cricket in
Pawan,
England, so they'll definitely consider him. They're not
Yeah.
going to overlook him.
Pawan,
Yes.
I'm going to watch the first Ashes Test match. So
Hmm.
if you have to give a message to your DC captain, tell me.
Warner, you want to give a message to Warner? Obviously, it's
Tell.
his last Ashes, man.
So
I don't
what
want to say
message?
And give message to Root
I will
also,
tell
Ayush.
Dude that you have a bad fan from Mumbai, okay, who needs to be caned and put in jail.
anything. Warner tell probably, I don't know, probably make him to stay in DC for one more season at least
And then again score 50 runs of 60 balls.
and improve his strike rate at least. Don't play test mode in IPL for next season also.
Meanwhile, there is a English cricket team who plays IPL mode in Test cricket now. The baseball.
I think
Yeah.
they probably might be in the finals in the next WTC cycle with the way
Arey,
that they are
wait,
going.
wait, wait,
Yeah, I
wait.
can't overlook it.
Bro,
I
listen, they have one match they have. But over a series, they haven't played baseball against India. They haven't played baseball against Australia.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
Hmm.
have played baseball at home.
yeah, it's yes to
They
be
have just
tested.
played baseball at home and on roads in Pakistan.
Yes. Hmm.
So you have to still wait for them. Let them come to India next year.
Arey, who played basketball in New Zealand,
New
man?
Zealand also played.
Yeah.
Acha, okay, then
Yeah.
England still drew that series in New
yes,
Zealand.
see, they
They
played.
One all.
lost. They lost the second match after enforcing a
But Basto was
follow-on.
missing, na. If Basto was there, then England would have won that series 2-0.
Why he told you on call?
Abey, what an idiot you are. Only lost by 1 run, idiot. Basto is informed
You should
better
have.
for
So
England,
you would
and
have
he
scored
was
that one
missing.
run. And if a batsman is like you out of disgust, only the bowler won't bowl. He's like no. Right hand
See,
disgusting.
baseball has its limitations. If you are playing on a bowling-friendly wicket and you are up against a good
Let's
attack, it can
see
fail.
again. If throughout the Ashes, baseball sustains and gives England the result, then I would say wow. I mean against the best bowling attack in the world,
Yeah.
which is Australia's bowling attack,
Hmm.
then
Of course, I'll be interested to see if England can go with this strategy in even Sri Lanka,
I
let
don't know.
alone
Yeah,
India.
what
I
are you
mean,
saying?
spin-friendly
Sri Lanka.
conditions.
That country is playing Oman, man. What are you saying? Please.
Arey, that is just ODI cricket, no man. Test cricket and ODI different
Test
cricket
cricket, you will
different,
See,
play
no man.
Uganda
see,
after a while.
I'm I'm talking about the conditions wise. If, let's see them
Nothing,
play
nothing. They
baseball
only
in
have
spin
one
friendly
bowler. They
conditions.
only have one
Try
bowler.
to take on Ashwin
They only
on a
have
rank turner in
they
Chennai.
only have one
How
And
bowler.
Sri
about
Lanka,
that
they have
for
to be tested.
Sri Lanka only have one bowler, Prabhat Jayasuriya, one batsman, Niroshan Dickwella. That's all.
All right, but anyways, now coming back to you, what's your prediction?
He will
Probability
predict
for
England win. He will say England win.
how do you see the match going? Favorable for Australia, like 90% or what? Percentage wise. Alright, I speak up. Alright,
He's going
guys.
to see
Okay, that's nice.
Jorut hurting.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
I want to predict England will win 4-1 or 3-2.
See, I told you. I
This is
told
not
you he would
Ashes.
say.
And not the Ashes, Krishna. We're talking about the World Test Championship
Oh,
final.
WTC. I feel if Australia get close to
Pawan,
400 also.
43
Hey, wait,
minutes,
man.
54 seconds.
Abhi, wait, I'm saying. Acha, you're speaking about WTC finals. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Come
I'm
on, I should tell
prediction.
them.
If Australia get close to 400 mark, then I feel Australia has 80% chance to win the game. Because
50%.
chasing in the final and even a big miss for India is Rishabh Pant is also not there, who is attacking player.
50.
So you are saying if Australia gets to 4400, then also you will give 50% to India.
No, no. What are
You
you
just
listening, idiot? I am saying if Australia
you just said that.
get close to 400, then Australia has 80% chance of winning this final.
Didn't he say
80.
50%?
Abhi 80% I told, idiot.
Yeah, he
You
told
don't know
80%.
maths. You maths failed.
80%. See, Pawan also listened it.
Yeah, 80%. Okay. Alright, anyways, let's hope for a crack of a match and let's come
Acha,
tomorrow.
okay.
Because chasing in finals is big pressure for Indian team, and
I'll kill
Indian
you.
team
I'll
are
kill
missing
you.
a
I'll kill you. I'll
best
kill
test
you.
batter called Rishabh Pant, who has a century in overseas
Mm,
countries. So I
Okay, so
feel
it's
Bowling
not
is
there are no
actually out of your
Pandis there. We'll
backside.
forget
Are
about
you
Pant.
wait? I'm saying, listen, okay, all of you, tomorrow, who do you think, both from batting and bowling, from whoever will bat and bowl, will play the biggest role, will play the most important role, or have the best performance, or have the biggest impact? So, Pawan, which batsman out of the both the teams, because
Hmm.
both the teams will bat tomorrow,
Yeah.
obviously,
Hmm.
who will have the biggest impact?
I think it's going to be Shubman Gill
Shubman Gill.
and Jadeja, both of them.
No, no, one name.
Gill.
And bowler,
Bowler, I'll say Jadeja tomorrow.
Jadeja tomorrow. Okay. Rahul,
Mm, I think it's going to be. Yeah, I think I'll go with the Shubman Gill as well. I mean, because in a big run chase, sometimes you need somebody who will step up and give a good start. And Gill is an opener. Maybe he can score some quick runs in the beginning and give India a good start. So I think Gill is going to be quite key tomorrow, and he's an informed
Hmm.
batsman.
and bowling.
So I think with the bat it'll be Gill. With the bowling, I think it's going to be. I think I'll go with the Jadeja as well because seeing the way this pitch is turning all of a sudden, I think Jadeja can really have an impact. And they're mostly a right-handed batsman to come in this lineup,
Hmm.
so I think Jadeja will really do well tomorrow. Big chance for him to step
Yeah.
up.
Jorul, what about you? Arre,
He left. Okay,
I'm
you tell
saying
your.
I think it will be Rohit Sharma
Hmm. Interesting.
and Shami, because the first hour is important. Okay, first hour is very important, and Jadeja will not be necessarily brought in the first hour. So that's why I feel that Mohammad Shami will be getting breakthroughs tomorrow, because Raj has left an impact on the match.
Yeah.
Shami hasn't yet
Hmm.
in that way. So I think Shami and Rohit Sharma. Gill, I'm not going because Gill is a good batsman, but in these conditions, he's not as solid as Rohit Sharma is or has been.
Hmm.
Rohit Sharma
Right,
gives more solidity. So I'll say, and as you said, Rahul, opening will be the biggest thing. Biggest. If you get 100 partnership opening now and you're chasing 370, Aussies will start
panic.
trembling.
Hmm. They start panicking and then they'll use
Yes,
all their bowling options.
yes. And they start panicking, and then they start getting defensive also if you play attackingly. So then you also have ways to get singles, take the doubles.
Hmm.
So I mean, it is going to be first hour Mohammad Shami. I feel so. He's going to be amazing. More Shami.
Hmm. All right, guys, we'll end it over there. So thank you, Rahul and Ayush, for joining.
Thank you,
And
Pawan.
then let's see how it goes tomorrow. Let's
Pawan,
see.
and you, Pawan, stop supporting Australia, man. You're supporting Australia.
I'll be silent tomorrow. Then fine. No. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you, guys. Do subscribe to Sports Breakdown and Sport Bit. And yeah, let's see tomorrow what happens. And we'll come back with the review tomorrow. So see you guys. Good night.